Alright, where we left off last time we had public static final int number of sides. I want to show you how we can access this data. So over in the main file I want to tell the user, a rectangle always has 4 sides. So a rectangle always has plus r1 dot number of sides plus the word sides at the end with a space, and we're going to close this out. So a rectangle always has 4 sides. The reason R1 is able to access this variable because it is in that file, but it's public, so that's why I can say dot number of sides. It's final, that's why I say it's in all caps. Now let's talk about what static means for it. All rectangles share the same variable, number of sides. Taking a step further, as we covered in our notes, but I want to show you here, if we have a static attribute, it can be accessed through the class name. So we can say my rectangle dot number of sides, because it doesn't matter which rectangle you're talking about, all of them share the same variable. So through the type you can access the variable. Kind of like with math, we can access math.pow. We never say mathm equals new math. Now let's see if we can access width. First of all, it's probably going to scream about width not being public. So, it was private. This is my second attempt at the video, so let's change this to public. So now it's public. So let's go over here. So we should be able to access it. If we do r1.width, it'll compile. Granted, this isn't the number of sides. I just want to show you that this compiles. But if we say my rectangle dot width, it will not compile because you can't ask the type what width it has. You have to be talking about a particular rectangle to have a width. Kind of like we can't say what color is truck. That doesn't mean anything to anyone. They can't answer that question. A truck's an idea. But if they say, hey, what color is John's truck? Then we're talking about a specific instance, and we can say, oh yeah, John's truck is red. Alright, so when you have static attributes, they can be accessed through the class name as long as they're public. But non-static attributes cannot be accessed through the class name. So now I'm going to go over to rectangle, make this private like it's supposed to be. I'm not going to do a static method, but some classes have static methods like math.pow. That method can be accessed without ever creating a math. You never say mathm equals new math, math.pow. There are 2 key things to remember about static methods. Static methods are only allowed to access static attributes. So if we were to write a static method in the myRectangle class, we could only use number of sides. We couldn't use width, height, area, or perimeter because it can be run through the class's name, which means we wouldn't be talking about a particular rectangle, so it wouldn't have height, width, area, and perimeter. So remember class methods, so if you put static on it, static methods or class methods can only access static/class attributes. And when you have something that is a static or class, either variable or method, it can be accessed through the class name. Non-static variables and methods cannot be accessed through the class name.